So, hey guys, welcome back to another new explanation. And well, today we're going to explain My Friend's Little Sister Has It In For Me, Season 1, Episode 1. Now, look, the story of this anime is going to be absolutely amazing. I mean, its very first episode was fantastic. Well then, let's get started with this episode's explanation without any delay. And don't forget to show some love for the video. Well, at the start of the episode, we're introduced to our main character, Akiteru, and we're just going to call him Aki. Well, he goes on to say that being a little mean to your crush is actually pretty normal. There's even a theory that states this. But you know what? I don't think so. I mean, for me, it's a simple thing. If you love someone, why would you be mean to them? And yeah, if you are mean, it probably means you don't actually love them. And who knows what other wisdom about love this guy is spouting. And just as he's doing this, he reaches the front of his room and notices that his door is open. After which, he slowly approaches his door. And as soon as he gets there, he sees that a loud noise is coming from inside his room. Music and stuff is blasting. Then this guy, Aki, gets a little angry and furiously opens the door. As he goes inside, he sees a girl sitting there and says, "You're making way too much noise. Turn it off right now." And he goes and shuts off the system directly. The girl gets up and says, "Senpai, when did you get here? And you know you should knock before entering someone's room." So then Aki replies, "Hey, you idiot. This is my room. Why would I knock to enter my own room? Besides, you should keep the sound down in here because the people nearby will also be disturbed because of you. And tell me one thing. Why are you wearing these headphones if you're not even using them?" Then she says, "Senpai, why are you so angry? Do you really want me that badly?" And then this guy says, "Hey, never. I mean, why would I want you? What nonsense are you spouting?" Then she says, "Come on, Senpai, just admit it. That's what your heart wants, isn't it?" And then this guy says, "Man, this girl has gone crazy." Then she says, "By the way, Senpai, you really should have knocked. Just imagine, what if I was changing right now? You would have seen everything. Or is that what you wanted? To see me like that?" Then this guy says, "That's enough, or I'm calling the police." After which, the girl says, "I'm not scared. Do whatever you want." Then our guy Aki explains that this girl's name is Iroha, and she's his friend Ozuma's sister. But what can I do? For some reason, she's always clinging to me. Well, after this, she falls asleep right there on the bed. And seeing this, our guy blushes a little. I mean, this girl is looking way too hot. And then she realizes that our guy Aki is getting a little disturbed. Just then, she pulls out a key of his house, and man, she pulls it out from a very strange place. Well, our guy says, "I didn't give you that key for that." And then Iroha says, "Oh, stop it. I know what you want here. You want me badly, and you're just making excuses." Then Aki says, "Get out of here now. I have no intention of wanting you like that." Then he sprays some kind of air freshener and says, "I don't want even 1% of your scent here." Then the girl says, "You're so rude. You could have said it a little more nicely." So then Aki says, "Just leave now and go back to your room." And then this girl Iroha says, "I'm your friend's sister. So in a way, I'm your sister too, right?" So he says, "No, I don't accept that. You are not my sister because on that note, that just makes you a stranger to me." Then she says, "Well, it could be that if you marry my brother, I'll become your full sister." Then this guy, Aki, says, "Dude, just get out of here and don't say weird things." Well, then she teases him. So our guy says, "Man, this kid is something else." Just then, we see that Aki gets a call on his phone. And as Aki is about to pick it up, this girl is standing right behind him. And Aki says, "Look, either you get out of the room or you stay quiet for a while because this call is very important." And well, Iroha says, "Okay, I'll stay right here. I won't make a sound. You can talk freely." After this, our guy picks up the call, and as soon as he does, the person on the other side says, "Oh, Aki, it's been a while since we talked. Tell me, how are you?" Then this guy, Aki, says, "President Tsukinomori." Then that person says, "Come on now, don't act like you don't know me. I mean, you can call me uncle, you know." Then Aki says, yeah, okay, I get it." And then they start talking. Basically, Aki is talking about some job-related stuff, and in the middle of all this, our guy asks, "So you don't want to do it?" To which his uncle says, "I didn't say I wouldn't do it." Then Aki asks, So you can really do that much. Then he says, yes, I can do at least that much for my nephew. Then that person says, but I have some terms and conditions. Will you agree to them? Our guy asks, terms and conditions? What are they? And then he asks, do you have a girlfriend or something like that? And both of them are quite shocked as to why this guy is asking this. And man, just then we see that something mischievous starts brewing in Iroha's mind, and she gets close to our guy and starts meowing. Seeing this, his uncle says, hey, is someone there? So he says, yes, I just got a cat. And then the president asks, what kind? Then Aki thinks to himself, I said it, but I have no damn idea what breed of cat it is. Well, after this girl starts bothering him a lot, and then his uncle says, all right, take good care of that cat because she sounds really cute to me. I'll meet you later and explain properly what we're going to do. And our guy here says, okay, and his uncle hangs up the phone while this girl continues to annoy him. Well, after this, the scene shifts, and we see that this girl has again fallen asleep on his bed and says, Senpai, I'm really thirsty. Do you have some water or something to drink? Then Aki replies, yes. There's fresh tomato juice in the fridge, so you can go drink that. And then this girl says thanks to him and leaves to drink the tomato juice. And this guy says, man, what is going on with my life? Well, after this, we are shown the next day's scene where we see our guy Aki at school, and he's saying, with every breath, you are getting closer to death. You exist now, but not in the future. I don't know, and you don't know what will happen to you next. That's why I use every second of my time very well. And we see that he's completing his homework here, and suddenly, a friend of his comes from behind with a sleepy face. And just then, Aki gives him his notebook and says, here, I've completed the homework. And his friend says, oh, thank you so much. I don't know what would have happened to me without you. And then Aki says, this is my only best friend, and his name is Ozuma. And here we find out that Ozuma is Iroha's brother, the same girl who has been bothering this guy from the beginning. And then Ozuma says, so why don't I take you out for a treat? This guy Aki says, but why? There's no need to take so much trouble. Then Ozuma says, no, man, you do so much for me. And if you weren't there, I don't know what would happen to me. So I can at least do this much for you. Our guy says, Ozuma, you're such a nice guy. Then Ozuma says, oh, stop it, man. There's no need for so much drama. You can come with me. And then Ozuma again says, my sister came to your place again yesterday, right? Then Aki says, yes, with a bothered face. Then Ozuma says, I think she likes you. She loves you. Our guy says, that's not it. She doesn't love me, man. She's just gotten used to bothering me. So Ozuma says, who knows, maybe this is her way of showing it. Then our guy is a little shocked, wondering what this guy is saying. And he says, if she really loved me, why would she torment me to the extent that it would make me hate her? And to that, his friend says, girls are a bit strange. They like to present themselves to people in a slightly strange way. And just then, we see their math teacher arrive, and upon seeing her, Aki says, I swear she's a venomous queen. Look at that patronizing face. And well, his teacher is indeed hot. Well, after this, the scene shifts, and just then we see a guy come running and say, hey Aki, a girl has come to see you, and you know what, she's a first year. Aki says, are you serious? And then he sees her, and he sees that, man, it's her, our very own Iroha. And man, she's talking to him with a really cute face, and everyone around them thinks, wow, she's such a cute girl, and everyone is just staring at them. So here, our Aki says, that's enough. There's no need to talk to me with such a cute face. I know you're doing this on purpose so that people here will get suspicious of us. And then she says, what are you talking about? I always talk to you like this. Then our Aki says, oh man, this girl is going to get me killed one day. I swear. Then she says, let's do one thing. Let's you and I go home together today. So this guy says, okay, I'll call your brother too. So Iroha says, no, not brother. Just you and me. We're a couple, right? And hearing this, man, he himself is shocked, like, well, when did this happen? Then she says, don't say that. You'll break my heart. We just confessed our love for each other yesterday, so how can you do this to me? Were you just using me? You're a really bad person. And hearing this, the whole class is shocked, like, whoa, what is going on here? And man, everyone starts staring at them. Then our guy Ayaki says, hey, stop it, you crazy girl. What are you spouting? I'm leaving. And man, he takes off from there and hands his bag to her brother. Well, after this, the scene shifts and we see that he takes her to a quiet place and says, "What was all that nonsense you were spouting? Since when are you my girlfriend?" Then this girl says, "I mean, aren't we basically dating?" And man, she's just teasing him. Our guy says, "That's enough. You've messed with my head. My future is on the line here, so don't interfere." And just as he's about to leave, this girl hugs him from behind and says, "Just why are you so dense? Why are you pushing me away so much? You have no idea what my feelings are for you. I want us to be together, closer forever," and man, she just keeps clinging to him. And here, our guy is also starting to lose control. Just then, the girl says, "So, how did you like my joke? I mean, what did you think? That I really love you? I was just teasing you. Now try and scold me. Teasing you today was really fun." And man, our guy starts blushing so much that even his ears turn red. And this girl says, "I can see everything. From your face, even your ears have turned red. So you can't lie to me now that you don't like me." Then this guy says, "Just you wait. I am never going to believe you. I'll show you now." And then he starts chasing her. And here, the scene shifts. And we see that our guy is finally sitting in a restaurant opposite his uncle. And our guy is talking to his uncle here. And his uncle says, "Oh, so you made this game yourself?" And here they are talking about some game. So our guy says, "Yes, my friends and I made it together. It was a team effort." Then he says, and then we're told a little bit about this game, and he says that their game has gotten millions of downloads. So that's really amazing, isn't it? I mean, that they're doing all this at this age. Then our guy says, "Yes, I mean, it is amazing. And the thing is, we made this game with a lot of effort. Without even one of us, the game would have been impossible. So whatever is happening is very good for us. I mean, we will think about doing even better in the future." Then his uncle says, "You know, you really found a good competitive team. I don't know if I could have done the same if I was in high school." Then Aki asks him about the terms of the phone call he had yesterday. And then his uncle says, "Okay, you know, I've brought another person to meet you. But, well, before that, let's talk amongst ourselves." Then our guy says, "Okay." And suddenly he says, "Well, before we talk further, why don't we order something?" And suddenly he calls a waitress here and while giving her the order says, "You know, your hands are very beautiful. Would you like to go on a date with me today? I mean, I'm free tonight, so we can have a lot of fun together." Then Araki says, "What a creep. I mean, he's so old and he's still hitting on girls." And then his uncle says to him, "Don't you worry. I mean, people won't know you like them unless you tell them, so it's not my fault." And again, looking behind at the counter where the waitress is, he says, "She is embarrassed now. But, well, you'll see. With another try, she'll definitely accept my proposal. Well, after this," he says, "anyway, forget it." And our guy says, "First, I need to go to the restroom, and after I come back, I'll listen to you." So his uncle says, "Okay, but come back quickly." And, well, our guy is going, thinking all this, man, my uncle is such a big creep. I mean, even at this age, he's busy hitting on girls. And while thinking all this, our guy accidentally enters the girls' washroom. And just then, he sees a girl in front of him who is just putting on her clothes, and she screams so loudly and throws a hard punch at him, after which our guy gets badly hurt. And here the scene shifts, and we see that this girl is sitting next to his uncle, and this guy is in front of his uncle. Aki asks his uncle, "Who is this?" His uncle replies, "You don't remember. You used to play with her in your childhood." Then our guy is a little shocked at first. Aki remembers, her name is Mashiro. She is his uncle's daughter and his cousin. So Aki asks again why she is here. And then his uncle explains, "Now I will explain the terms to you for your job. Look, as you said, you don't have a girlfriend. So I want you to be my daughter's fake boyfriend. Until you graduate, you have to be her boyfriend." So Aki says, "What fake boyfriend?" he asks shockingly. Mashiro is also shocked after hearing this from her father, so she also denies being in this fake relationship. But his uncle snaps and says, "You have to do this," and says to Aki, "She's going to transfer to your school. I mean, there's a reason why I'm transferring her to your school." So then Aki says, "That's all fine, but why does this girl suddenly want to transfer to my school?" So here, Mashiro says, "No, don't tell Aki about this." So our guy says, "Okay, don't worry. I don't need to know either. Whatever your reason is, it might be personal. I am all about efficiency, so I won't pry any further." After this, he asks if this is the non-negotiable condition for employment at his uncle's company. And then he says, all right, fine. And he goes to shake hands with Mashiro, saying, all right then, since we're going to be together from today, let's start a good friendship. So this girl says, get away from me, you creep. I still know how you looked at me. You're a total pervert. I still don't trust you. Then our guy says, hey, okay, what's done is done. And well, here these two start fighting again. So her uncle says, just look at you two, you're bonding so well. The scene shifts, and then his uncle says, look, you're just her fake boyfriend, so don't try to get too close to her. Otherwise, you know what I will do to you. So Aki says, yeah, I'm good. I mean, girls this cold toward me won't be interested in me anyway. And then the episode ends. So let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode. How did you like the explanation? And yes, if you liked it, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Well then, I'll see you in another new video with another new explanation. Until then, take care. Goodbye.